know, it's been a very long few days.
The NSX has definitely put us through it.
If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, you should go check out the last few episodes and get caught up to speed with the NSX. While it's still an awesome project, I can't lie, it's been a pain in the ass.
But there is good news and there's some definite light at the end of the tunnel. Little update for you guys. We did get our engine situation figured out and you guys are going to be seeing this very, very soon. Hopefully in the next couple of episodes, depending on when we can get this thing torn down. Since the NSX is down, I've had some time to take care of one of the bigger projects on the Porsche that I think you guys are going to be really, really stoked for, especially, well, because I know the outcome. It's still in progress. This is something that you guys have been waiting for. We all have been waiting for a very long time. I'm stoked to show you this. At this point in time, what was supposed to have happened is the NSX was supposed to be running and we were supposed to be able to show you guys what we have in store for this car. Aside from the incredible suspension and wheels and tires, and I'm gonna say engine setup that we have more plans in store for this NSX that were supposed to be going down right now. Like a crazy awesome build series was supposed to be happening at this point, and because of the engine, that can no longer happen. But we are pivoting to turning it into something even better than I could have imagined. So while it does suck and hurt what we had planned for content for you guys, it is turning into something bigger and better that I could have only dreamed of, and it's one of those things that if I don't do it now, when am I gonna have time to do it again? So let's go full send. And to pair with that, we're also having our newest Legends collection, which was inspired by the NSX, going live while we were supposed to have the NSX running for this. It's okay, there's a new story to tell. Although she's unfortunately not running, we still do have a complete Legends collection dedicated to the NSX. This is the Legends Drivers Club collection, currently live right now on legends.media, which is gonna be the first link down the description box below. This is to celebrate finally getting this incredible car, truly getting to build the car of my dreams. And that's kind of what this was inspired from. One of my favorite Legends logos that we have ever done, and just the complete aura of the NSX illustrated on this t-shirt, which is so rad. For this drop, we do have 2 new t-shirts, one in black, and then if we switch over to this side, one in this really rad, we like to call it bone color. It is super sick, and again, this is the Legends Drivers Club collection featuring the NSX, which is just, it's so good. It is so sick. So 2 different t-shirts for you guys, as well as if we move on over here, of course, we are bringing you guys a hoodie, big front hit, which I absolutely love. This is one of the sickest Legends logos that we have ever came out with, and then you guys love them, so we are bringing back the shorts with an all new design. These are my favorite shorts as well. Not too long, not too short, very comfortable and perfect for summertime. And along with all this, of course, we do have accessories, some of the coolest box stickers that we have ever done. That is pretty fire. Along with this really cool hat that I'm currently wearing right now. One of my favorites that we have ever released, Legends Drivers Club. So all of this stuff is live on the Legends site right now. First link down in the description box below. If you guys want to help support what we do here and help support the NSX builds so that we can get this thing finished and running, make sure to head to the first link down in the description box below to take you guys to the Legends site, where you can find all of the Drivers Club collection and so much more on the site right now. And like I said, all of the proceeds from the Drivers Club collection go straight back into getting this engine figured out and getting this NSX up and running. So we have a lot of work to do. Before we get into what I actually want to do today, a couple of more quick announcements. I do have a special guest flying in to help with this engine coming in this weekend, which I am super stoked for. And speaking of this weekend, we will be at Fuel Fest with Seibon Industries and have a Legends tent. If you guys are going to be in the area for Fuel Fest LA, we will be there. Come see us at the Fitment and Legends booth. It's going to be awesome. I'll be taking a couple of cars. I think we're going to be taking the Tokyo Drift Evo and the Chaser, and potentially even the R34. So if you guys want to come hang out, we're going to do a meet and greet and come see the cars. Make sure to come check us out at Fuel Fest. It's going to be awesome. Now, since we are at a little bit of a standstill with the NSX, it's going to be a little while till we can get some episodes out for you guys. I figured now is the perfect time to give you some updates on really just life in general and everything in cars. Number one being the 86. You guys haven't seen this in a minute. That's because we've been working behind the scenes. We do have a brand new TRD LSD, as well as we are getting custom beefy boy axles built for this car. So we have a pretty indestructible rear end for whatever I want to throw out this car. Thought I'd give you a quick update there. We didn't forget about it.
still going strong, just have to wait for our axles to get built. Okay, something else kind of fun. Behind the camera, you probably have seen it in clips here and there. We have a new car. Not my new car, but Tiana's new car, and I'm doing a little surprise modification for her so that when she gets back home from her trip, she'll have something special. And by the time this goes live, she's already home. So you guys will see that in another coming episode as well. So many things happening. The timeline is weird. I expected to have a lot of episodes on the NSX. A lot of things are now delayed for you guys, I guess. We're making it work the best that I can. But to get you guys just up to speed on projects and life in general, this is something that we haven't done in a super long time. We're gonna be doing a Q&A. We're just gonna hang out, answer some questions, and get you guys, like I said, caught up to speed. And maybe if you are new here, you can learn a little bit about me and what I do here. And if you're not, hope you guys follow on Instagram and ask some questions, because we got a ton of them, as always, but it's super, Senna's NSX. I don't know why I have that so close. As always, we have a ton of questions, and I thought I'd just chat with you guys and answer some questions. So I think I've updated you on pretty much everything I can think of currently. So let's just hop into it and get started. With these Q&As, I like to do a little bit of everything. Actually, honestly, I kind of like to stray away from the car question just because you guys see that all the time, and I like to get a little bit more personal with you. So we have a little bit of everything today, since I figured this could be an all-encompassing Q&A. So with these, I like to get personal. We do business, cars, whatever. So we're just right off the rip. I feel like this kind of fits the entire, very much the past week that we've been having. Are there ever times in your life where you have doubts of if it will all work out? And I feel like that's a very common thing for anybody, and especially someone that owns a business like me, to feel like definitely doubts if everything that we're doing here is going to work out. Because in all reality, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best to figure it out as I go and learn this crazy industry. Because when I started all this, it was just a hobby, and before I knew it, it turned into what I was doing full time. So young Dustin, as someone that had never ran a business his entire life, had to kind of figure that out. And I feel like it's completely normal to feel like what you're doing is not going to work out. It definitely does not just fall into your lap. So in those times of doubt, that's what sets you apart from everybody else, is how you work and how you get back up in those times of disbelief or in those hard times. It's all about how you get up from that fall. I do believe in those times of doubt is the time to build the strongest you and really prove to yourself that you can do it. Things always have a way of working out. I'm surprised on this. So many of you guys love the F05, the Type R. Actually, the Type R is tucked away back there waiting because we have some special plans coming with Nitron in July. So F05 content coming sooner than you guys think, actually. Here's a good one, kind of a personal one as well. Any advice that you can give to young people in life? I think the number one advice that I would give a younger person is to try everything. Do different things, try those weird hobbies, travel, go places. You don't have to figure everything out. And you also don't have to know what path in life you want to take. I mean, shit, I still don't even really know what we're doing here and what path I want to take in the future as well. Take things day by day. Like I said, try everything you possibly can and figure out what you like in life. Never know where one random opportunity can take you. And another thing is meet people, talk to people. I feel like nowadays people are so afraid to just talk to one another. Talk to people. You never know who you're going to meet. Whether you're in the airport, you might be at the gym. Start a conversation. People are interesting. People have cool stories, and you never know what opportunities may arise from the people that you meet. So keep it short. Any young person, the biggest advice I would give them is to meet people and try everything. This one was actually asked a ton. Do we have a plan for another giveaway this year? And number one, absolutely we do, and I think you guys are going to go crazy when you see what it actually is. I don't want to give it away, but it's something that you've been asking for a very, very, very long time, and I think it's going to be probably one of, if not the coolest giveaways that we've ever done. Yes, we have one last giveaway planned for this year. Okay, this is a pretty interesting one. Put yourself in younger Dut's shoes. How did you push to accomplish your dream? This is a difficult one. I feel like the dream of being a quote-unquote social media content creator, influencer, back when I started was never even a thought or a thing. That's very, very recent still. And back when I started filming and getting into photography and videography, my dream was actually to work in the movie industry. I love cinematography, I love film, I love photography, I love all of that. Actually went to school for criminal justice and minored in video production. So my dream was actually to hopefully work in the movie industry, video industry, anything I can get my hands on that involved editing and or holding a camera. It just so happened that my passion of holding a camera mixed in with my passion for cars and working on cars. And at that time, YouTube, this was, I remember, 13 years ago, which is crazy for me to think about. But at that time, YouTube was really the only platform that you had to post your videos, post content or whatever. And I decided one day to put my love for cameras and put it together with my love for cars. And when I was doing random mods in my driveway, I decided just to film it and show it to the internet, which turned into you guys. So when people ask me this question, I have a really different situation than you would today, because my passion wasn't doing YouTube. My dream wasn't to do YouTube. It was a passion to work with a camera, video, and editing. I don't know. I think over the years, as I did YouTube and as the channel was starting to grow, my dream did become this. But when I initially started, that dream was just working with the camera. And I think that's what really got me to this point, is because I loved it so much. I loved cars. I loved playing with my camera, videos, photos. It doesn't matter. Just having my camera and having my car, I loved it. And I did it because I just wanted to. It made me happy to press that upload button or to go in Lightroom and edit in Lightroom. Like, I never had this vision of this or being a creator influencer on YouTube. That was never it. It was just the pure passion and the happiness that I had by uploading and editing these videos of cars and putting it out. I never knew that this would even be a possibility. So when people ask me that question, the biggest piece of advice that I can give them is you have to do something that you're passionate about and that you truly love. If you're doing this just to become a quote unquote influencer or get those views or et cetera, it's gonna be harder for you. It's definitely doable, but I think that I was able to make this a reality is because I loved it. I still love it. My favorite thing in the world is pressing that record button on this camera, getting in here, working on a car, editing it, and then pressing that upload button for all of you guys to see and just doing stuff like this, interacting with you guys. Never in a million years did younger me think that this would be a reality. How I did it, that is the most truthful answer I can give, is just pure love and the happiness that all of this brings me. This is kind of a good one. I think it's so awesome that you guys are so interested in outside of cars and the hobbies that I've grown to love recently. A lot of you guys have a lot of questions about the cycling, and we're going to talk about that at the end of this video. But are you thinking about doing an Ironman or a triathlon? That is extreme. If you guys don't know, in the last episode, I believe, I showed that I'm just now getting into cycling, and that has been so much fun and so awesome. A while ago, I got into running, but an Ironman, that's a little extreme. Maybe one day for sure. I think a triathlon is definitely more in the cards. I think that's a little bit less than an Ironman. I do surf a ton, but I've never like swam for sport, if that makes sense. So I don't know really like the proper way to swim. I think if I ever get swimming down, I think an Ironman years down the road would be something to shoot for. But a triathlon would be something good to start with. I love cycling, I love running, and through surfing, I've grown to love and appreciate swimming as well. So swimming is definitely next on the list of weird sports to try, if you call it a weird sport. But I definitely think that someday that will happen. I think first on the list though is a marathon. I would love to do a marathon. We've done a 10K. Next up is gonna be a half marathon. And then a full marathon is the absolute goal. I think that would be sick. But yeah, stay till the end if you guys want an update on the whole cycling situation. This is a pretty good one. I feel like a lot of this stuff can also relate to anything outside of doing YouTube and social media and all that. No matter what your passion is in life, I feel like a lot of this and what I'm saying can help relate to that as well. And one thing is, how do you stay so productive and consistent in balancing private life with Tiana? And that's just as simple as keeping a schedule. When I say that this is a business, we truly run it like a business. We have a schedule, we have things planned out months and months in advance. Just for reference, our Legends collections, we are essentially ahead a year in advance. We have business plannings before the end of the year. I mean, for Legends VIP for you guys, we are way ahead of that because we have to have 12 months already booked out so we can buy the t-shirts and make sure that these things get out to you guys every single month for all of my VIP members. Shout out to you guys. This is truthfully run like a business in two separate businesses, YouTube and Legends, two separate. So Tim and I are also scheduled out weeks and weeks in advance. Kind of like how I told you guys this NSX build, we were essentially scheduled out this entire summer with the plan for the NSX. And because this engine didn't work out like we thought it would, we were set back that much. So I'm having to kind of, not scramble, but kind of pivot and I'll go on to other things while we figure this out, which is why we have the Porsche half down, we've got the 86 going, we've got the new car behind us that we're working on. We've got so many projects at one time. But I'm going off here. Anyways, we truthfully run this as a business. And that being said, I have a schedule. And in that schedule, you know, I feel like I would go crazy if we didn't have personal time. And with that being said, for instance, Tiana and I's 5-year anniversary, which is insane, by the way. 5 years since we've been married, just happened. And next week, we're actually leaving for Italy. One of our favorite things in the world is to travel. And we're going somewhere in Italy that we have never gone before, Sicily and Sardinia. So I'm excited for that. But you have to schedule those things out and make sure you're planned ahead for those things. I feel like life is just a bunch of planning. And I'm very bad at it, but Tiana's very good at it. So that's why we work so well together as well. I feel like the only way to be mentally sane while doing all of this and posting on the internet and connecting with so many hundreds of thousands of people is to set time aside for yourself and make sure you're taking care of yourself, which is why I think I have so many hobbies: backpacking, hiking, surfing, cycling, lifting, running. If I didn't do those things, I would go absolutely crazy. Just like it's incredibly important for me to schedule and post a video every Monday and Friday, it's extremely important that I also take that hour out of my day to do something like lifting or do something like cycling. And life is just scheduling, balancing your life and balancing your work and what you love. So I guess the easiest answer was we schedule it in. Lots of travel questions on this too. Next big trip on the bucket list, we're heading to Italy, one of our favorite places. And like I said, we're going to Sicily and Sardinia. I think it's going to be awesome. And if any of you guys have any suggestions for us while we're out there, let me know in the comments. I want some good food, any places we should go visit, etc. Ooh, this is a pretty good one. What's genuinely the hardest business hurdle you've ever had to face? YouTube, brand, whatever. I think the hardest hurdle that we've had to overcome, there's been a bunch, but one that I can specifically remember is this shop. This was a massive business risk, hurdle, whatever you want to call it. And that's to literally move our entire life from what we previously were to somewhere new with some property and risk spending a lot of money up front to build a shop to hopefully save us money down the road. What you guys have to think of, prior to this, I was renting a shop in San Diego, which is incredibly expensive, almost $4,000 a month. And that was 3 or 4 years ago, so even more now for a very small shop, if you guys remember. And we took the risk to move out to where we currently are and try and build this shop. And during the time of building this shop, I was commuting an hour south and then almost 2+ hours north during traffic every single day to make these videos for you guys. And there were times when we were told that this wouldn't be possible, the city wouldn't let us, or one thing or another, like something was wrong with the gas or something was wrong with the power or the water, and like it wasn't going to be possible. There were so many times people told us that this wouldn't be possible, and it took us 2 years, but we did it. This was financially and mentally and business the hardest thing that we have ever had to do. We put everything on the line to make this happen, and I'm so glad we did, but during that time it was extremely stressful. It's a huge risk spending a lot of money on building a shop up front so that I'm not paying that $4,000 to $5,000 a month that goes to nothing. This now has elevated our property value, created a new space on our land that if we ever do decide to sell this, 15 years down the line, this is an entire plot of land and a structure for people to build upon. So that just increases what we've built with the house as well. I mean, there's so many positives to this, but we're also a risk in case, you know, this didn't work out. So I would say the shop was definitely the biggest hurdle that we've had to overcome, but all things considered, it worked out. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life, and this is my life. This shop is everything to me. It's just insane that we were able to pull this off, and this is all mine. This is no rent. This is just mine, which is crazy. We own it. So it's something that I'm probably the most proud of, but was also the hardest to figure out and overcome, building a entire freaking shop. Okay, here we go. What is the best advice for someone trying to do YouTube? I've already sort of answered this, but I want to add on to this. I get this question a ton, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. It's going to be hard advice, but you need to be okay with this taking 7 to 10 years. Before I noticed any growth at all was like 5 or 6 years in, and that was like me at like 5,000 subscribers. All it takes is one video, but those 5 to 10 years are building a community, talking to people that watch your video. I mean, you have to be okay with, you know, in 5 years, you're gonna have 2,500, 5,000 subscribers. And if that's enough for you, then this is something that you're passionate about and you're okay with, you know, being there in 5 years. And like I said, the biggest thing is consistency and, you know, knowing and being passionate about what you love and showing that to the people that you want watching your video. So the best advice for someone trying to do YouTube, you have to be okay with it taking 7 to 10 years. And if you're not, this might not be something that you're willing to do, and that's okay. It's gonna take time. If you truly love it and you're truly passionate about it, you'll be okay with that. This is a fun one. What's my favorite candy? I'm gonna get some hate for this, but snow caps. Snow caps are elite. Anytime I can find snow caps, I'll grab them. One of my favorite things in the world is going to the movie theater. You guys know that. My favorite movie theater snack is popcorn and snow caps. We'll do one more, then we're gonna head up to the house. I like this one actually. Do you ever see yourself just perfecting 2 to 3 cars and selling the rest? That's actually a good one. I wanna say yes and no. At some point, something is going to shift. I think that I'll always have an awesome collection. There is something that I want to do, but I don't know if I want to say it just yet, but I'm gonna have a collection and I want that collection to be seen and appreciated by anybody that loves cars. I hope that what I've built here can inspire someone else to chase their dreams and do what they love. I hope to keep the spirit of cars alive and well far past when I'm done doing YouTube. And there is an idea that I have to hopefully make that come to fruition, whether it's kind of like I don't want to say like a museum, but kind of like an exhibit of some sort, showing off the cars that we've built here and the cars that I've collected. I do see myself like having like 3 really staple cars, definitely the 34 NSX, potentially my hopes and dreams GT3 RS somewhere, and having the other cars kind of in a collection somewhere. But that's far down the line. I do think that what we're doing to the NSX, like this is a true forever car for me. Much like the R34, how we've built that, it was just built in Japan. This NSX, I've had my hands on every nut and bolt on this car so far. This is gonna be a prized possession for me that I'm going to drive until I die over here. So much like that, yes. To answer your question, yes, I don't think I'll ever get rid of all my cars. They'll be somewhere, but we'll wait to figure that one out and give you guys that idea. Lastly, something that I'm excited about, something that you guys absolutely loved and I have a little update for, that is, how's the cycling journey going and when are the bike upgrades coming? Let's head up to the house.
Cycling update. So actually, today I went to my local bike shop and
from a bunch of your recommendations, got a proper bike fitting, which I was pretty stoked about. We went ahead and, like you guys thought, raised up my seat, which actually feels a whole lot better than it previously did on my 15-mile bike ride, and a couple of other things. I did see a couple of comments saying that the bike may be a little too small for me. It actually measured out perfectly. This is a 56. He said that if I wanted to, I could size up to a 58, but the 56 is gonna work fine for now. Maybe once I get more into it and more experience, and I do want to go for a new bike, spend that insane amount, we will size up. But for now, I think that this is actually going to be perfect. But I did get a ton of new stuff from the bike shop, so check it out. First and foremost, he looked at my tires and said, you are going to need a tire repair kit. So I do have tubed tires. One thing that I may want to upgrade in the future is to get some tubeless wheels and tires. So I went ahead and got a CO2 canister as well as some new tubes just in case I ever get a flat. This is something that I'm going to need. And to go along with that, I went ahead and got this cool little pouch to hold everything. I think it's so funny that they have like little mods for these bikes. It has been so much fun to get into it. But that was kind of the main thing that I got from the bike shop, as well as a bike stand that should be coming in tomorrow in case I ever want to work on the bike, as well as something that I should have had for my first ride, and that is I guess a brake light. Oh yeah, it's like really bright. So this is really, really important. But and I also got this multi-tool just so I can work on the bike in case there's anything that I ever need to change, work on, repair. I have this multi-tool for a little bit of everything. With that, I guess now is as good as time as any to load up my new pouch for my tire repair kit. So we have my spare tube going in there, and last but not least, some pullers, whatever you want to call it, to help get the tires off and on. It's my CO2 canister to get some air in the tire as well. And just like that, we are prepared for our next ride. So sick. But overall, super stoked on cycling. I'm stoked for the next. Oh, actually, another cool little thing is, I should probably show you this because I think it's super rad. Check this out. I actually help keep track of time, miles, whatever I need. I got this really awesome little phone mount to go on the bike as well. Make it for easy access if I ever need it. Super cool. I am absolutely loving the cycling. I actually found a couple of groups like nearby that I can go riding with, and I probably will take up that opportunity pretty soon. And I'll keep you guys updated for the next cycle. Hopefully, we did 15 miles last time. Hopefully going a little bit further next time. Goals like 25 to 30. And do that pretty consistently and go up from there. I've been really enjoying it and excited to see where it takes me. Oh, you're still here. Thanks for watching this long. If you made it this far, you should consider subscribing right up here, or I guess down below. And YouTube really thinks that you're gonna like this video right over here, so maybe check that one out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get back to it.